Well, okay, day 5. And I'd just like to say something that most people that have dry fasted a couple of times will recognize. That when you've gotten something in you that needs to get out and your body knows that it can dry fast now, it'll tell you when it's time again. You know, I've been getting messages from my body from the past month. And I had to go through the holidays and all that stuff, and sure enough, I must have picked up something. But day 4 was typical. You end up being a little ill, a little cold, a little tired, even have the herxheimer effect. In fact, I threw up once last night, and that's all abated. Things are getting better. I'm feeling better today, of course. If I was going to go to a 7-day, and I've decided not to because my schedule doesn't permit it right now, I would have gone through another acidotic crisis and gone through the herxheimer's effects again as the body tries to get deep stuff out, but I've already gotten the deep stuff out with dry fast before. So I'm going to end this today. So day 5 is just a wonderful day here at the beach. I love walking in the sand. I love grounding in the ocean, and it's a nice calm day here. You know, dry fasting is such an interesting knowledge to have. It's a knowledge your body ends up having. And boy, when it wants it, it'll get it. Because you just get feeling worse and worse and worse. And I feel so much better now. It's just really funny how this works. So I think you'll agree, if you try this, that you'll have a very, very enjoyable after effect. Because yeah, I mean, if you look at it one way, for a whole year, you've packed away all kinds of garbage inside your body that can't get out. And then, you get it out. But you've done all the work in 5 days to get all this stuff out. Now, what's really interesting about this is that you'll end up with a situation where you have a year of basically how you want to plan it. You know, this is a really interesting condition because if you're able to do what you want to do all year long and know that you can dry fast at the end of the year to get rid of anything you do, you can do what you want. I mean, that's the whole idea here. The idea here is not to introduce some new regime that has to, you know, determine what you can and cannot eat and all this sort of jazz, and that's what's going on if you don't ever stop eating. That's the truth. If you look at all these guys on the internet and all these characters and taking all these pills and all these guys trying to live forever and crap, it's like they're really off on the wrong tiff, because if food was the problem, how can anything you eat solve the problem? So, you know, I enjoy what they say because, yes, if you're not going to stop eating, you need to follow a lot of their plan, because you need to stop certain foods, you need to stop certain exercises, you need to stop certain, you know, habits and stuff, because you will live a little longer and maybe a little healthier. With a philosophy of time travel, you have everything in one package, because if you can get rid of the iron problem by blood donation, get rid of the toxic problems and stimulate your stem cells for replacement cells to fight the somatic paradox by dry fasting, and you exercise to stimulate osteocalcin from lifting weights that helps your whole body, and you eat pretty much whatever you want, but if you really think about what you need to get animal products, eggs and red meat, and don't forget the liver. You know, one of the reasons with the iron loading issues is that everybody stopped eating liver. Liver has copper, the most concentrated source of copper on the planet. And you have to have copper to balance your iron. You have to have iron and copper in balance, because inside your mitochondria there's a dance going on between step 3 and 4 in the electron transport chain that uses copper and iron to transport electrons back and forth to make the sequence go to the end where you can actually start plugging phosphates onto ADP to make ATP. And if iron is out of regulation, you're going to get mitochondrial dysfunction. Your cells won't have the energy they need. You'll end up in disease. and exacerbate the problems because you just haven't eaten something you need to eat. You know, I go on and on about this in the book, but really it's pretty simple. You just do what you want all day long. Add a couple of things like the beef liver or some copper supplement you need to, you know, ID for yourself. Do a little blood donation, dry fast once a year. And I recommend doing a 7-day at least once in your life because it does dig the dirt and real bad stuff out. I did a hard dry fast, my first dry fast back in, was it 2019? And that's no water, no showers, no bathing, no nothing. And then I did another one later with the showers and bathing and that kind of stuff. And the effects were the same. And, you know, it's funny because some of the doctors actually get into, the Russian doctors that is, take the patients in a dry fast and hose them down with high pressure hoses. Because they found that if you penetrate the skin with water, you flush out the lymph, and you really help clean out the body while you're dry fasting. So that's it, man. Day 5. And can't wait for this evening. I stopped eating Tuesday evening, so I'm going to start eating this evening. Starting with the coconut water, of course. My favorite. Anyway, I will be speaking at the Observer's Ranch on May 4th, so if you can get up there, come on out and see us. And I got a couple of other things I'll be going to, but I'll let you know. But I do know this. I like these waves, so I'm thinking the next couple of days I'm going to be out there on my board. And God, I wish you guys were here. It's so nice on this beach. It's so deserted, this particular section, because nobody likes to walk anymore. And the next, you know, I guess the lifeguard station is way down there. I can't even see it. And I entered as the one behind me there. So it's another beautiful day in paradise. And I just want to finish off the dry fast and let you guys know, when you do start dry fasting, your body will tell you when it's time to do another one. If you want to use dry fasting for weight loss, it works great. I mean, I started at 160, I'm now 145. I'll gain 4 or 5 pounds of that back as water weight, I'm sure, when I rehydrate, but still, that's a big net loss in pounds of butter. Anyway, please subscribe, please hit the like button, share this with your friends, check me out on Rumble, where I talk about some things I can't talk about here. And have a great day. Thanks for joining in on this dry fast, and I hope to encourage you to do some yourself. See ya.